wondered if Corelli's crew had made an adjustment. It looks like they must have. The truck running much better than it did at the end of the first segment last time. Of course, Corelli is one of our in-truck cameras. He always provides us with some great shots out of that thing, too. Seems like every time we go to him in truck, he creates some action for us. I wonder how he knows that. And there's Jack Sprague back out on the track in number 31. You can see a little damage to the right side where he got in the wall there. Right behind him is Butch Miller. Butch, of course, still running fourth, trying to draw a bead on number 3, Mike Skinner. Skinner's still about a half a straightaway ahead of Miller, running third. So there's Butch Miller. He's in fourth place. That's the Ray Bestos truck. Ford Credit, red carpet lease. He's got a lot of sponsors.
Yeah, he does. Maybe the Ray Bestos brakes are paying off because a lot of trucks are having brake trouble. And he looks awful good. Once he gets by this 99, I think he's going to mow down to 3.
He's definitely closing ground right now. Good run up off the corner. You see Sprague coming up behind him. Let's go to Ralph.
Glenn, Butch Miller has got his radio working this half of the race, so when he is ready to mount a charge towards the front, he should be in pretty good shape for that. Toby Butler, we talked about all the problems he had at the first half of this race. They were able to get everything done with the Panhard bar and the springs in that intermission in 7 minutes. Pretty good work by the crew there. Butler's truck is really coming around, as well as Rick Corelli's truck. Now, you might remember, was real tight. They were able to loosen that up a little bit, not as much as they needed, but it's not as bad as it was before. And Jerry Churchill, the 88 truck, is out due to motor problems.
Tough break for Churchill, and once again, you were looking out the front windshield of Rick Corelli. Things have stabilized a little bit here. We'll take a break. Be back with more exciting Super Truck by Craftsman Series action from Monroe, Washington. Now back up front, you see the red number 16 and the red and white number 84. Ron Hornaday in 16, Joe Ruttman in 84. Ruttman's starting to close the gap a little bit now, Barry.
Yeah, there's fifth. That's a good run right there now.
Steve Portengay in 83 and P.J. Jones in the Die Hard truck. I always think that things look like a tiger with all the stripes on it there. And he drives like a tiger, too. That's for 5th place. Again, look at P.J. pull up off the corner, getting a tremendous bite there. But Portengay's truck really working well through the corners. He gets in the corner a little bit, puts a little distance, and P.J. really gains ground on him coming off there. Just not quite enough yet. I got a feeling Portengay gives him room that he's going to find it, that bottom lane, that he can take it right on by him there. Good look at P.J. Jones. 6th place, Steve Portengay in 5th. I got a feeling things might reverse themselves here pretty shortly. Back up front, Hornaday must have heard me talking about Ruttman closing the gap because he put the distance between them again as they're working traffic.
Okay, both of those trucks are tight in 1 and 2, but in turn 3 and 4, as you can see this, Ruttman's much freer getting in and much quicker through the bottom. That's where he's gaining. 1 and 2, they're both about equal.
Of course, Barry, it's about 8:20 here Pacific time. The sun has set now. Of course, we still got good light, good visibility here, but the racetrack surface cooling off. That lends it to tightening up.
Yeah, the 16's tight.
And you see P.J. Jones has made that move into 5th place. He's up on the outside of Jerry Glanville in the 81 truck right now. P.J. Jones moves into 5th, and right on his back bumper is 08. That's Mike Bliss in the Ultra Wheels Ford. Remember, he boiled the brakes earlier on. Now he seems to be having things working a little better for him. He's running in 6th place right behind P.J. Jones. So that has moved Portengay back to 7th. First time tonight that Steve has been out of the top 5. See the trucks come off of 4 there. PJ takes it down into the first turn. And back up front, Ron Hornaday has just put a lap on Toby Butler, so the changes they made obviously did not work that well for Toby Butler. He has gone a lap down. A lot of traffic now that Hornaday's going to have to negotiate. He's opened up a pretty sizable lead over Ruttman right now, about the longest we've seen tonight. It'll be interesting to see if he can maintain it while he works through this traffic.
Yeah, he worked the second group of traffic better than Joe did, and that's what got Joe behind. But Joe is good in 3 and 4 now. If he can get a few laps open like that, he'll run him back down. We
saw a little dust as Ron Hornaday drove it just down to the edge of the racetrack, just barely got the left front tire off the pavement there. He really likes to work the wheel down low. He's getting a good bite down there. The truck really seems to get around the racetrack there. Really, anywhere he wants to go as he moves by a lap truck on the outside. That was Gary Collins. Now, remember we told you about Bill Sedgwick having problems. He has moved up to 11th, knocking on the tailgate of Ron Esau in the 52 truck there, the AC Delco truck. And once again, you see Hornaday He just put a lap on both those trucks. So once again, Bill Sedgwick finds himself a lap down. Ron Hornaday running away, got things the way he wants it right now. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more action here in just a moment. Don't go away.
You just spray it on.
You just spray it on.
Quicksilver wheel cleaner from Armor All. Just spray it on, and then just spray it off.
That's it?
That's it.
Quicksilver wheel.
Truck with Rick Corelli. Super Truck Series by Craftsman. Corelli running in the top 10. There is a look at Ron Hornaday moving up to try to put a lap on Rick Corelli. You know, Barry, Hornaday has really used this traffic to his advantage.
That's how he's gotten away from Joe. He's done a much better job in the traffic.
A little further back in the field there, you see Mike Skinner still holding on to third place, but creeping up ever so slowly, ever so surely. You see the number 98 truck there behind Toby Butler. That's Butch Miller. Butch holding down fourth right now. He has just ever so gradually caught the number 3 truck with Skinner. He's only a few truck lengths behind now. I think you'll see him challenge for the third position.
Yeah, he just cleared a 21, and the 3 truck is going to catch a lot of traffic here. Let's see what happens.
That's the same traffic that Ron Hornaday used to absolutely bolt away from the field. There you see Skinner, and there is Butch Miller.
Coach Glanville calls that a moving pig.
Sometimes Coach Glanville is a moving pig on the racetrack.
Yeah, he is.
Nothing against you, Coach. We're just having a little fun. There you see the traffic that the trucks are moving up on. And you see Skinner. Once again, there's Butch Miller and the Ray Vestas number 98. Now, Butch likes to work traffic. And in fact, he told me that, hey, man, when we get in traffic, I feel like I got an advantage. This is what I like to do. I've raced short tracks all my life. I know how to work traffic. Give me a chance out of a little traffic. I think I can catch him. And he's doing that right now.
Yeah.
Skinner has cleared the traffic. Of course, he's no slouch. He's got a truck that's not working quite as well as what he would want it to. Definitely not as well as last week. But he's still doing a good job. Mike's had an ill-handled truck and has remained in third position most all night long.
Okay, here comes Butch.
Butch moving under the number 74 truck of Gary Collins right now as they head up the backstretch. Nobody between him and Mike Skinner right now, but Skinner is closing in on a little bit more traffic there. Ooh, truck gets sideways off the corner there. That's Sammy Swindell in front of Troy Beebe. Those are the trucks that Skinner and Butch Miller are moving up on, and you see Beebe trying to move under Sammy Swindell. He can't make the move right there, and Mike Skinner has caught Beebe. Beebe will have to wait. Let Skinner and Miller clear him before he tries that move again on Swindell. Or at least that's what they hope he does.
Oh, yeah, Butch is on him. I talked to Mike earlier today, and he seemed a little bit uncomfortable with this track because he didn't know much about it. And he said, I'll be happy to get out of here with the top 5.
And he puts the note. Oh, and it cost him right there. He got the job done, but it also allowed Butch Miller to move up under him. He absolutely could not get Beebe out of the way. And as they race side by side, great racing action here. Let's see how Skinner works in that upper groove. Miller has been using the lower part of the racetrack, and he does to his advantage. Pulls away from Skinner, takes the third position. Let's go down and check with Ralph in the pits.
Well, Gary Showalter's Butch Miller's crew chief. This has got to be awfully frustrating for you. If you could get Bush to qualify a little bit better, he's certainly one of the fastest trucks out there.
Well, we're working on it real hard. We'll hope we get a yellow with about 10 to go, then we can give him a run.
Do you think the truck is good enough to give him a run?
Oh, yeah, I think it's pretty good. We just need to get to him.
Barry, what would you do with your driver? I mean, in a situation like this, he is extremely fast, and you got to believe you could run with him if he could qualify up front with him.
They're beating and banging right now. They just swapped 2 side panels. It's just something you have to keep working on. This is new for these guys, like it is with the Western Cup team, and it takes time, and they'll find it. Butch is too good a driver, and that's too good a team.
And once again, Mike Skinner used that traffic to his advantage, Barry, and took the third position away. As you said, they swapped a little sheet metal, a little paint there. No sheet metal yet. We hope we don't see that. But Butch Miller right on the back deck, waiting for Mike Skinner to make one little slip, to take advantage, take that third position back. So even though Skinner's truck not handling the best he wants it, boy, he's got some fight left in him.
That's going to be a war. If those trucks were step sides right there, they could have switched rides.
And Sammy Swindell moves up and gives both Skinner and Miller room as they come down the front stretch. See Skinner put a little distance there, but Miller moves right back up in the middle of the corner. That's where he's strong.
That's the battle right now. And they're going to catch some slow traffic here in about a half a lap.
Yeah, the traffic is what tightened this battle up to begin with there. And the traffic that they're running up on is Ron Esau in number 52. And Steve Portgay in number 83. Portgay definitely falling off the pace now. Was running in the top 5. He's now going a lap down to these guys. Has been lapped long ago by leader Ron Hornaday. Good move there by Skinner. He ran up on that truck just a little quicker than he thought coming off of turn 2 there. But used it to his advantage. Put a couple truck lengths between he and Butch Miller.
Yeah, he put a pick on him. Butch had to get on the brakes.
I guess that's why they call them pickups.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to say that. That was for Mike Joey's benefit. There's your top 5. Ron Hornaday has led all but 2 or 3 laps. Joe Ruttman running second. Hornaday's got about a half a lap lead. Mike Skinner third. Butch Miller fourth. And Miller tries it again.
That is the race now. They are going in.
Ooh, Skinner gets high. Look at that. He went way high up in the corner.
Here's your pass.
Yep, that was up in turn 3. Mike got in the corner just a little bit hot there. Couldn't get the truck to turn. Butch Miller wasted no time in diving right under it. You see right now there are only 7 trucks left on the lead lap. Ron Hornaday is running away from the field. We're watching this battle here, and Butch Miller starting to pull away from Skinner. I wonder if Skinner had a problem there.
He went in too hard, it looked like, in 3 to me, Glenn.
And it looks like now that Miller has taken that position for good as he starts to put some distance between he and the black number 3 Goodrich truck of Mike Skinner. See him heading up the backstretch there. Moving down into turn 3. The distance seems to have stabilized a little bit there, but Skinner's really going to have to put something on to take that position back from Miller now. He's got a good 10-12 truck length lead on him. And you see the sign there, only 10 laps to go. We understand there might be a problem with Mike Skinner's truck. Ralph?
Well, this is Rich Burgess. Is there a problem with Mike's truck, Rich?
I couldn't hear you there.
Is there a problem with Mike's truck?
He called in. He thought there was something wrong with the right front, like it possibly might have punctured a tire. But he seems to be going okay now. So we just have to hope he can hang on to that 4th place right now.
In a situation like this, Barry, where you see Skinner moving around the number 52 truck of Ron Esau, where you've got an ill-handled truck like that, all you want to do now, you're seeing it 10 to 9, 8 laps to go. You just want that thing to get over with.
Yeah, you want to hit every crack in the pavement the same. You want to know where the guy is behind you, not in front of you.
And the good thing for Skinner is, although he has fallen back to 4th, the 5th place truck is way, way behind him. That's P.J. Jones. Or excuse me, now it's Mike Bliss in 5th. And he is almost a full straightaway behind. So if he can just ride it out here, he's got a good 4th place finish.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's been a good run for Mike Bliss and the Ultra Wheels truck. That team's getting stronger and stronger every week, it looks like.
If he does hang on to the 5th place, 5th position, this will be his 3rd consecutive top 5 finish for Mike Bliss. That's saying a lot for this guy who normally has driven open wheel cars. Not that much of a veteran in these full body cars, but man, he has taken to super truck racing.
He's got a good owner. Jimmy Smith's a good guy. I've known him for years. They brought Cliff Champion out from the East Coast, and he can get things organized and get them on the right foot.
There you see Mike Bliss in the purple and white truck number 08, followed closely by P.J. Jones. You saw his best finish so far was a 2nd at Tucson. Right now he is running 6th. Mike. And here's Ron Hornaday using more traffic. You see Steve Portgay down there bouncing around on the bottom of the track. He just lapped the 7th place truck. So now there are 6 trucks on the lead lap. Steve Portgay in the 83 truck obviously having a problem. Ron Hornaday having no problems whatsoever. Let's take a look at the interval between Hornaday and Ruttman. Waiting, and there it is.
Yeah.
I don't know how far it is, but folks, it's a long way.
Well, the sad part for Ruttman is the 16's got to get by Jack Sprague. He's got a lot of open racetrack, and right now Ruttman's caught 3 trucks there, some slow traffic.
And he's doing a good job of working the traffic. You know, for 2 weeks in a row now, there have only been 1 truck quicker than Joe Ruttman. Last week it was Mike Skinner. This week Ron Hornaday.
Right.
And like we said, his day has got to come. He's running far too good not to win one of these Super Truck Series races.
He's going to get his share. He's such a great guy, and he's such a great race driver.
You know, he's been at it a long, long time, too, as you see him move around Sammy Swindell there. But the thing that impresses me about him, Barry, is